Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back. So today's video is going to be a monthly favorites and fails for November 2020. Today we're talking about a whole bunch of makeup stuff that I liked as well as a couple things that I didn't. And without any further ado guys, let's go ahead and get started. These are my own personal opinions. Of course, if we disagree on anything, it's cool, it's just makeup, it's not that serious. And let's get started. Okay guys, so I'm not doing these favorites and fails in any particular order, but I do these by like little sections. So let's go ahead and get started with the main section I have this month actually, because they released a ton of stuff and we all know they do, and that's Colourpop stuff. So let's go ahead and get started with the stuff that I enjoyed and didn't enjoy from them this month. Firstly, the Raw Beauty Christie palette, I just don't think was for me personally, but my favorite thing from her collection was this eyeliner, you guys. There was 3 eyeliners released with this collection, I believe. There was like a green one, a brown one, and then this gold one. I think I'm correct. And this marigold one is like so creamy. If you guys saw that first impressions, I like put it in my waterline and it's so smooth. I think it's actually way smoother than their normal formula for their eyeliners. So this is absolutely amazing, and since I am like a connoisseur of yellow eyeshadow, I feel like I'll get a lot of use out of this eyeliner as well. So that was my favorite thing from the Raw Beauty Christie collection. Also, right before that, they released the Baroque collection, and 2 things I enjoyed from that were the Ornate palette as well as the Palatial blush. I think that's how you say it. Palatial. Either way, the palette and the blush. So this one I thought was really cute and it has a yellow in it. So this is the palette that I thought was really cute. I don't really use red all that much, but I've done like 4 looks so far with this palette using the yellows and the oranges and the browns, and I thought it was really nice. Also, I did do a look using like the warmiest shades, but it didn't come out crystal red, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, the blush I think is just super cute and subtle. It's one of those colors I can wear with anything. Also, I'm using one of the, this blush. I don't have it on me at the moment. It's in my boyfriend's house. This blush is just super subtle for days I don't want to like look like I'm wearing too much makeup, but I've been absolutely loving it. It's such a pretty pink color. Also, I'm going to shout out to my MVP, my best friend. I told you guys, like, and I don't know how many videos, this is my favorite palette of all time. And you know it's my ride or die, but we're giving her a shout out even though she's been around the block for a while. She's not brand new. Yes Please palette by Colourpop. I'm telling you guys, besides the pop yellow in here, this is like my eyebrows every single day is this palette. Like, everyone asks me how I get brown or like my brows to match my hair. It's this palette. Like, if my hair color's faded, I'll use the lighter orange here. If my hair color is bright and vibrant like today, I'll use the darker orange here. And then for any places I don't actually have brow hair, I'll add in a little bit of the brown. Like, these 3 colors alone are how I do my brows every single day. So shout out to my girl for matching my brows to my hair color, and they actually last pretty well. Like, some people think eyeshadow would actually fade on your brows. I use an eyeshadow brush and the tail might fade a little bit throughout the day, but honestly it holds in there pretty well. And she always matches my hair color, so thank you, Yes Please palette MVP. Last thing from Colourpop is the Stone Cold Fox palette. Now, I did Depop mine and put it in this empty Z palette just so when it stood up my Alex drawers it would fit, and I left everything in the right order. So this is the Stone Cold Fox palette. I just love a nice cool tone palette, you guys. I just thought this was really pretty. It was a little bit big and bulky for me, that's why I depotted it. But like, cool tones for every day so you can like have a subtle look but you still look glamorous. It's my thing. So that's what I really enjoyed from Colourpop this month. Let's move on to, I guess we'll do contoury stuff next. Okay, so contoury stuff, facey stuff is next. So firstly, Zeesea Cosmetics. They have some like single shadows they released as well, but this like pre-built face palette, there's 3 of them. This is so nice. I've used it in like 3 videos so far. I've used it a lot on Instagram. I have been loving this. Honestly, I've gotten a lot of use out of the contour the most. I've used this pink blush. It's super pigmented, be careful with it. And this one's very subtle, but has like a shimmer to it that I really enjoy. But mostly I'm reaching into it and putting it in my contour drawer. This is supposed to be a bronzer, but it's my contour today. It's just, it gives me the right amount of color and the right amount of warmth to my skin, even though I have really cool toned skin without overdoing it. So I've been loving this. Like, it's so nice, and the packaging is really pretty as well. Like, Zeesea has been killing it with her formulas. I love how their powder products perform, and I need to use the regular eyeshadow palettes more because like I've been neglecting them a little bit, but they're really good, so I need to use them more. Like, I need to go on their website and build my own. I think that would be like amazing. Anyways, let's move on now to the palette that I got in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, I believe. It is the Pure Fair Light palette. This came in a subscription box, like I said. I think it was Ipsy. It might have been BoxyCharm, but it's just a contour face palette. I have no idea what I'd use this shimmery bronze shade for, but I've honestly been using it just for the contour. I've used the blush as well. I've used these 2 shades. And the contour's nice. It's a little subtle for me. It usually kind of build it up a little bit, but it does come off nice and cool tone. The blush is very subtle as well. You kind of have to dig in several times to it, but you definitely can get it to use, like, look nice. So I might put this in my makeup bag at Cortland's house just because it's something I use, like, you know, 2 or 3 times a week. And then I don't have to use it every single day because in my main mileage stores, I want to use these things every single day. So I might stick that in there so I actually get use out of it because I have to use it on the weekends when I'm not home. But, like, I won't have to use it. I don't have to see it in my contour thing every day. I don't know. It's like, okay, I'll figure it. I'm going to use it. It's not terrible. It definitely takes some, like, building up, though. Next up for face stuff, let's do a highlighter. So I did a full face of Zeesea Cosmetics, which is this video right here if you haven't seen it. And, a lot of products really nice. Everything I liked except for the mascaras. They just weren't not for me. They were way too subtle. But the highlighter we used in that video was just so pretty. This one is H05. I would hold it up to the camera, but it just gets white up there. So I just thought this was a really beautiful highlighter. I also used it in a Get Ready With Me where I was talking about my new podcast, Crime Hacks, you guys. If you haven't subscribed to it, please do that. If you love true crime. My boyfriend and I talk about true crime cases every Tuesday, but that's what the Get Ready With Me kind of was about, and I used this highlighter for the second time. I thought it was just so pretty. Like, it's so pretty. Other facey stuff. So, the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation, I did a full review of. It was not it, you guys. It wasn't it. The stick foundation just really sank into my lines really quickly, which bummed me the crap out. And then I just didn't feel like it wore that well throughout the day. Now, honestly, in the end of the video, in that review, it doesn't look terrible on my skin, but it's under great lighting situations. But for the temperature controlled environment, not doing anything all day, just kind of like going in a car, going to someone's house for like 10 minutes, coming back home, it should not have worn the way it did. It got super oily, it wore into my fine lines. I was super not a fan of that, so I did go in and exchange it. And I exchanged it for a foundation that I really wanted to try for a long time. I had a sample of it from Sephora from forever ago, and I kind of enjoyed it, so I went ahead and just traded it out for a different product. And the Huda Beauty Faux Filter, that's what it is. This one is in High Coverage Milkshake 100B. They did not have Angel Food, which is the shade I actually need. This is very fair for me, but with bronzer and stuff, it works out fine. If you watched my Blood Money review, the first look, I'm actually wearing the Huda foundation in it. So you can see what the foundation looks like on my skin. It's actually kind of nice. It is definitely full coverage moment. You don't need much of it. And I feel like a lot of people wouldn't like it because it kind of sits on your skin. But for me, I think it looks really good, especially the way I powder and then sometimes tap on oil to make my stuff really settle in. So I can see why some people wouldn't like it, but overall it's really pretty to me. I like it. Speaking of the Blood Money palette, let's go ahead and talk about it. I did do a first impressions of really 3 looks one video. This is the second look from the 3 looks video. You guys, it's so good. I know you might not like Jeffree Star, and that's perfectly fine. Like, I totally get it. He's a lot of issues. He's not an easy person to like. But this Blood Money palette, you guys, the quality of it is, like, lovely. It's lovely. I really enjoyed it. Like, I know we're talking about face stuff, but go ahead and tell you this. Other than the fact that I can't hardly ever get it open. Hold on. There's the inside in case you haven't seen it. It's really pretty. Please check out my first impressions as well as my 3 looks because I had fun playing with it, honestly. A lot of the times with Jeffree palettes reviews and stuff, I get really stressed out because I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it. I know people are going to talk about why are you still reviewing Jeffree products, but I'm doing it for the quality of the products, and I had a lot of fun with this one, so yeah, that's my review on that. Next up for facey stuff, one last facey thing it looks like is this vitamin C serum. It's a balancing priming oil from Pixie Beauty. We tried this in a Get Ready With Me video, and I used it again after that as well, and I thought it was really nice. Now, it does kind of dry down on the skin very quickly, which I feel like is good for an oil, so it's not leaving your skin super slippery. You can go ahead and put your foundation on. I would probably use this as skincare if I wanted to, but I'm also using the Radiate serum. I think it's a serum from Forthright Beauty, which is Colourpop's skincare line. And I'm using that on my skincare, but if I didn't have that, I might use this as my vitamin C thing. It's very nice as a primer. Dries down on the skin very quickly, but it is super liquidy. I would like a little bit thicker. I know it's an oil, but I want a little bit thicker so it's easier for me to blend out without running it down my hand, you know? That's it for the facey stuff. I have a pair of lashes. So the One Size Beauty Come Through lashes from Patrick Starr. Actually, it was really cool to see him having his own end cap in Sephora. When I went and I got the stick foundation, I got these as well. This was super cool. These are just huge. They look wearable and big. on like online and on the promos and stuff. I don't know if I had tiny eyeballs or something, you guys, but these are huge. They're huge. But you know what? I wore it in the Huda Stick Foundation review if you haven't seen it. And you know what? I'm still going to wear them because I paid $20 for them. But they're huge. And these are lighter of the two styles. He came out with two styles and that's the lighter one. They're enormous. They're very much a drag lash. Next up, let's talk about the last like makeup-y product. And then we have some hair stuff. So the It Cosmetics Pillow Lips Solid Serum. They came out with a whole bunch of colors of these. I have 2 complaints, but mostly good things about it. So this is kind of a product. 2 complaints. 1, this button that you use to pump up the product only works when it wants to. Sometimes it won't press. It'll like the spring inside will get stuck and it'll only pump up if you're holding it upside down, which is a little irritating. I couldn't figure out like forever why it wasn't clicking. It doesn't always click. Then I couldn't figure out how to get the product to pump up. So you'd hold it upside down and sometimes you have to keep forcing it or screwing this little thing around to make it click. But it gives you like a nice tint to the lips. So this is a really dark color, right? This is the kind of color you get on the lips. I would say there's too many bright pinks in the collection. When you look online, there's too many bright pink colors. And I wish the colors were more accurate to what they look like on the lips, because when you see the lip thing, it looks way different than the swatch does on the hand. So I would like them to correlate a little more. But honestly, a nice tint to the lips. These are super, super moisturizing and really nice. They're called the Pillow Lips Solid Serum from It Cosmetics. They're a little pricey, but they do give a nice tint to the lips and they're super, super moisturizing. So a little bit of a complaint about the packaging and like how it performs, like function-wise. And the colors don't match the sticks perfectly, but they are super moisturizing to the lips and I really enjoy them. I have 2 of them and they're really nice. Lastly, for some hair stuff, I did do this. You might have seen it on my Instagram of the Overtone Copper Kit. It's a custom color kit because you can customize your hair colors with Overtone stuff. I use the orange on my roots as well as the vibrant red on my tips here. This vibrant red is just the vibrant red coloring tradition. This is an extreme orange, so the orange part really captured a lot more, and then when I put the red on the ends, it didn't capture them quite as much, but I kind of like the faded ends to it, so I feel like it really did get a good color combination, and it made my hair color way more vibrant with just 10 minutes of this conditioner stuff in my hair. And I actually have a ton of products still left in these, so I'm really happy with them. I like the orange one more than the red just because it is super, super impactful and extreme like it says, but I thought it was nice. It did a really good job refreshing my color without me having to dye it all over again. And lastly, for the hair stuff, I have some Olaplex things. Now, I have done a video in the past, like talking about my experience using Olaplex number 3, which I bought offline. But I was gifted 3 things from Olaplex that I've been loving. And I'm also going to put them on a man, because you can put Olaplex in a man's beard if it's itchy or like harsh or anything. It's really going to soften and repair their hair follicles in their beard. So I'm going to do that to my man later. But for myself, I've been using the Olaplex. I've been using number 6, number 3, which is the one I've used before, and 0. So these 2 you leave in your hair before you wash it and everything. So these do wash out, number 3 and number 6, which is the intensive bond building treatment for 0. And then number 3 is repair and strengthens all hair types. About 15 minutes in the hair. This one's way more liquidy, of course, with the kind of nozzle, but they both are like really good repairing treatments. The number 6 is a bond soother leave-in reparative styling cream, which reduces frizz and stuff and repairs your hair. This is what I have in my hair as my leave-in conditioner right now. It is the number 6. I only need like a quarter amount. Rub it in my hands and my hair, and my hair's been a lot stronger. Now, I changed my hair color a lot, you guys, which I think you know, so I needed something to repair it because I've been bleaching it like from purple to orange a lot lately, and I feel like my hair overall, like it's a little frizzy because I just colored this thing with Overtone today, but it's a lot healthier than it was when I had the split dye and I took the split dye out. It feels a lot better, especially the side of my hair when I had to bleach the black out. So it's doing its job, it's repairing it. I just need to use this more. I've used number 3 and the number 6 the most. The liquidy number 0 I've only used twice, but I've had really good experience with them so far. Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please let me know something you loved and disliked in the comments section down below. I'd love to hear from you what you're liking this month. Also, I have a couple things on the way which I'm excited to review. I bought the Huda Beauty palette, which just shipped, so hopefully it'll be here soon to review for you guys. I also bought a kimchi palette and a highlighter because I haven't seen anybody else review it. I wanted to test them out and see what the quality was for their affordable prices, so I'm going to do that too. Thank you guys so much. Have a great and safe day out there wherever you are. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and subscribe to my podcast if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great and safe day. Bye.